Yo, what's happening? It's your boy, Mr. Chocolate, Tyrone, whatever you want to call me, whatever you're comfortable calling me. What's going on? I got my man Willis in the house. What's going on with your boy?
Man, what's going on, bro?
All right. Hey, man, I feel like going live, so I felt like going live. We here. All right.
Let's do it.
So a couple of things going on, man. So we just want to come in and talk our ish a little bit, and if you want to talk your ish, and jump on, man. Jump on, holler at us. All right, so look. All right, so a couple of things we want to just talk about. We're like, man, we got to jump on and talk about this thing. All right, so as you see, I am a fan of the Carolina Panthers, all right, which can be painful at times, right? All right, but we got
breaking news.
Okay, the Carolina Panthers, all right. Carolina Panthers, we traded up. We got the number one pick, all right, with the Chicago Bears. What we gave up, DJ Moore, our number one wide receiver. Some debate whether he's a number one wide receiver, but he's out of here. He's going to Chicago. All right, we're giving up another number one pick. It's a number two pick.
They gave up. So Carolina got the number one. Chicago got the number 9 and like number 60 something this year, and then they got another number 1 next year, and I think another number 2 and DJ Moore. So it was like 4 picks and DJ Moore, something like that.
Man, so I don't know, Panther Nation, man. Panther Nation on the, looking on the social media, and then they was talking about it, and people debating. Is it a good move, man? What you think, Willis?
Like they said, don't Panther it up. Somebody said, man, because I mean, do you really? We said it earlier. I mean, they could pick whoever. Was it CJ Stroud, number 1, but then pick like my man, who I'm rooting for, straight out of James Benson Dudley High School, Hendon Hooker, in the 5th round, and Hook be the man. So you just wasted that number 1 pick. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like what happened with Seattle. Well, they paid Matt Flynn all that money. Then Russell Wilson was 3rd round pick. He ended up beating him out. Flynn ain't started the game.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's the best man to win. Even though they're gonna try.
I remember when Flynn had all the hype. He came in as a backup and balled out, and never heard from that guy again.
Yeah, because remember he came in. Aaron Rodgers got hurt in Green Bay.
Yeah,
he played that game, a few games, but that one game he got the record for most yards in Green Bay history in a single game.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, we could pay the guy. I'm like, all right. They found out. Them bright lights get up there.
That's the thing about those backup quarterbacks, man. When they have them good games, a lot of time it's just because there's no
circumstance.
And there's no film on them. They jumping in the game and there's no film on them. There's no tendency, and they come in and they kind of ball out. But they come in the next year and they the starter. Oh yeah, now we're gonna lock in on you. We getting film on you, and you gotta be consistent for a whole season. A lot of them can't do it. That's why they say backup quarterback is the best position in football, because you know what I'm saying. You can hide behind that clipboard for a while and get paid good bread. So I don't know, man. I like CJ Stroud. That's why I hope they grab. I think he's the most,
pro ready right now.
Yeah, out of the high profile guys.
Out of Florida looking like a genetic freak out there.
Yeah, Richardson, man, he looks good, like with like running and jumping, but can you spin that ball though under pressure?
Like he a project.
Can you make that NFL throw? There's been a lot of guys who can run and jump, and because they train for that. You get a trainer, you bust your ass, you train for all that combine stuff. You can be really good at that, but are you a good quarterback in the NFL? That's a question on him, because at Florida,
I don't remember him doing anything.
he was streaky. Like he had some good moments, but when he was bad, and so I don't know, NFL wise, he's gonna have to be behind somebody and learn, and maybe then come on and be like, damn, where he come from? He's gonna be one of those guys. But if I had to guess, I could see the XFL in his future.
You said XFL?
XFL.
Man, this is the XFL survivor.
We rocking that USFL, being the MVP of that. But I don't know about the big league, man. I don't know about that for him.
What about what's buddy from Alabama name? Bryce. Bryce Young?
Yeah, I like Bryce Young, man.
For some reason, I thought he was. I thought he was like 6'1", about 210, but yeah, I don't know.
He's a little.
That
small.
Don't really mean that.
He's a little small, but from what I understand, he's like one of the strongest guys on the team. So you know, he might be. I like him too, but he's a little small. But you know, I think he might be a good NFL quarterback too. So I'll go Stroud, Young. Then after that, man.
What about Levis from Kentucky?
Yeah, Levis. They're saying he's like old buddy in Buffalo.
Josh
Allen, you know, but they be. I don't know about that.
Well, but this is crazy. Josh Allen could throw. Josh Allen is literally Cam Newton light.
Yeah.
He doing everything Cam Newton did. Not as good, but don't get none of the blame for when it go bad.
No,
like, but how many picks and fumbles, and I'm like, bro,
right?
Like, come on.
That's the thing. When Cam was here, man, I would always just sit back and be like Cam would he would overthrow a little bit sometimes, but then I watch another quarterback overthrow like a million times in the game, and nobody say nothing. He overthrow a couple of times. Look at him. But you know how it is when you're like go
ahead and say it.
You know, well, I not that he's black, but that he's black and loud, and he's out there. People don't like that, man. People like
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, they like for your quarterbacks to be quiet and meek and humble, and and not dressing flashy and all that. It's just they like you to kind of.
Well, they used to kill Cam with them outfits, boy.
Yeah. They like you.
I couldn't pull it off. It'll fly to me though. I can't wear it. I can't do it personally, but hey, that's fashion for you, bro.
Yeah, Cam, his fashion was for him. It was for him. I'll say that. Wasn't for me, but he was my quarterback, man. I rolled with Cam when he was here, man. His shoulder got hurt. They broke him down. That wasn't. People act like he was just, it was on him, but he got hurt, bro. He was hurt his shoulder. After that, it was no good. They played him to death, ran him to death. That's why I watch Justin Fields sometimes and some of these young guys like that. I'm like, I don't get the Cam treatment, man. They'll have you out the league in a little while. So,
I mean, Chicago set this stuff up good though. They got a pick. They good. They set this up pretty nice next couple years.
Yeah, if they play their cards right, they might be on to something.
And don't they have a bunch of cap room too?
Yeah, they got bread. They got draft picks.
DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore.
That could be a problem.
That could be
a problem. They might be trying to set up another little ego situation, man. Well, you just got weapons all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like old boy from Texas might drop to that 9. What's his name? Bijan Robinson.
Oh yeah.
So man, they draft him 9. Somehow flip a couple of them flip a pick or do something. Sign DeAndre Hopkins. That another pick. That pick in the second round. That whatever they need on defense, O-line, hook that up.
Yeah,
the Bears.
That could be an issue, man. Yeah. I know before we got this first pick, they were talking about, are we going to go for Lamar, man? What you think about Lamar? What do you think?
Somebody brought up something, and I never noticed it, but I kept seeing it over and over. Then I'm like, damn, they have been doing it. They were like, watch the B-roll every time they show his highlights on ESPN, all they show were runs.
Right.
They would rarely show throws.
Right.
They were just showing runs. So I was like, nah. Then you would sit back like, dang, that's all they show the runs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we got to talk about your boy. He a one-trick pony, but he won the MVP. Make that make sense.
Nah, I mean, he could spin it too. That's the thing.
He could throw. Who has he had to throw it to?
He could spin it. Yeah, he just, and then and you got when you got a guy like that, man, your OC makes a difference too. The system. If you run that guy, he's not that big to run at those quarterback runs and stuff.
What are you like 6'3", like 215? 6'2", 215?
Yeah, it's gonna catch up with you, man. It's gonna catch up with you. We look, as a Carolina fan, we know all about the system killing your quarterback. They kill Cam.
And then now the OC gone.
Yeah.
So clearly that was a problem. And then your GM gonna say, "Oh, we never hit on the first round pick." Like, come on. So even if it is true, some things what's the point of saying it?
Right.
Like, what does that gain you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. Like I think his treatment, but the fact though, it's a fact he hasn't been healthy the last couple of seasons. So when you talk about spending all that money, long term, are you gonna get a product that finishes the season? So now you got teams worried about that. So that he kind of messed himself up there. So he took a risk with that contract holdout and stuff, man.
I totally don't even think he might have been hurt, but he wasn't injured to the point last year where he couldn't play. I think that was like, all right, watch this. Watch how fast I play. I think it was a piece of that. Like, he was hurt, but I think if it was like, all right, we in the playoffs here, like, we actually gonna do something. I think he could have played if he really, really push came to shove.
Yeah. So man, I don't know. It's one of those, man, where when you injured a lot and you consider a running quarterback, now they consider you having a shorter career. So people are a little bit more apprehensive about paying that big money. But I think he
thought Miami was gonna look at him until they pick up Tua's 5th year.
Yeah, so
like, let's see.
Now it's kind of crazy, man. Like, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion, and he's like kind of out there. So it looks like he might just be coming back to Baltimore with that franchise tag. And I don't know, he might have to lower that price later. I don't know. So the older you get, the lower that price gets. So
yeah.
But shout out to Lamar. Hopefully it works out for him.
Yeah.
You never know.
Messed on my damn fantasy team, man.
Oh, what? He killed me this year. I had him, and I
had to trade him. He wasn't doing that, and then he got hurt. I was like, there we go.
Yes, I waited too late, and then when it's time to trade him, everybody was like, hell nah, I ain't trading him. I don't want him. Got stuck like Chuck. Lost some bread.
But he was my backup after Patrick Mahomes, but the game I had to play him, I had to do something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Carolinas, man,
Yeah, get it over with.
You know how this thing go, man. So now we
ain't no bubble watch. That bubble burst.
We was on bubble watch. Now we just on
NIT watch.
That Jordan crying face. So look, man. So man, what happened to the Hills, man? Like, we was. Again, I'm a lifelong Carolina fan.
I thought you was a Duke fan. My fault.
Nah. Oh, no, sir. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
My bad. No disrespect.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Yeah, so what's wrong with Carolina, man? What's going on, bro?
Too high expectations, they couldn't reach them.
Yeah.
Like, we saw that number 1 preseason ranking, was like, yeah, we made it. Nah, bro. You gotta play ball. Yeah, then you realize, like, hey, y'all not built for this.
Yeah, so I think too, we got that secret agent Nance came in, man.
You had that what?
Nance. He was
what you call him?
Secret agent.
Oh,
I think Coach K hit him up. Was like, yo, hey, here's some bread, man. You need to go there and sabotage that thing or something, man. He was terrible. I couldn't stand watching him this year. And then, man, just I don't know, man. It's like I felt after we lost in the beginning a little bit, and we weren't who they said we were. I feel like the boys is looking at the league like, bro, I'm ready to get to the league. You should have went to the league. I don't know, like
who on that team gonna get drafted and stick?
They will get drafted. They will get drafted, but I don't know. You know what they do after they get there. I don't know. That's a lot of determined factors there, but.
I mean, Bangkok might.
I think that's where their heads were at. Like, you know, the draft, you know, we weren't who we said we were, and they just never picked it up, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Hubert, brother, Hubert, talk to you, Hubert. And pretend he watches the show. Hubert, you know, you at UNC, brother, brethren. Hey, you don't get a whole lot of these seasons now at Carolina. You know,
it's like them lean years right after Dean Smith was the coach.
Like Daughtry. Daughtry came in.
Yeah, that era between Dean Smith and Roy Williams. Like, God, dang, what y'all boys doing?
Where Daughtry went to the NIT. I don't know. They don't play the NIT stuff now. And last year, if you remember though, they wasn't playing good in the beginning, but then they kind of came on later. Because I remember last year, I was like, is Hubert going to make it? But
as we was assuming was gonna happen this year.
Yeah, so I don't know, Hubert, brother. I don't know, brethren. You at Carolina too? I don't know. That's not looking good for you. We don't do this. Smacking us, not making the tournament looks like that's not a good thing, man. So I don't know. And you know, he came in kind of weird, man. He came in kind of like a little weirdo. When he had his press conference, everybody's like, "Yay, Hubert! Congratulations! What you got to say? We want to hear inspirational Carolina. We going to do this." He was like, "I have a white wife." Remember that?
I remember that.
Everybody was like, "Hubert, what? What you talking about, brother? What's going on?" He got a little nervous. I guess he was trying to make people feel comfortable, but. If you don't win no games, you and that white wife are going to be spending a lot of time together. So, you know, you better win some games next year, Hubert. And I hope
he bought some time. I mean, last year gave him a little bit of grace, but
yeah. And I hope you do. I want Hubert to win, man.
DC ain't have his bad year. Georgetown had. God, dog, they done fired Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, you gotta win, bro. You gotta win. It don't matter what you did with the Knicks, you know. Yeah, and he didn't win no chip with the Knicks. Jordan was yucca.
Get out of here.
You know, Jordan was like, "You're not getting the ring, bro. It's my era too." So, man, they had to get rid of Patrick Ewing. You got to win, man. That's how college. You know, you get a big time ball, you got to win games. Bottom line, either do or you don't. All right, so. So another thing going on basketball wise, a lot of basketball news out here. Oh, that boy Ja Morant, man, what's wrong with him? The boy
wanna be a gangster.
Man, he wanna
be a baller, shot caller.
Man, me and the girls have talked about it Wednesday a little bit, man. It's just wild, man.
I just want to know why is it so? Why is it not cool to be a good guy?
I don't know.
Like, what is it like? Okay, people like product of my environment, right? They always want to say, "Oh, that's what he see, that's what he know." People grew up in the hood, even though from what I understand, he ain't even grow up that way.
He ain't grow up in the hood, bro.
He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school type of dude. Yeah, like, come on, like, but let's pretend he did. For as many people that say like, "Oh, he grew up like that," that's all he know. There's people that grew up like that and get out.
Right.
And doing better for themselves, doing better for their neighborhood, doing better for their community. So why do you like keeping it real don't mean I gotta do the most ignorant stuff that I see? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you gotta have a pistol, okay, it's legal, okay. Why you on IG? What's that for?
I'm telling
you. If nothing else, he should get arrested for being stupid. How about that?
Yeah, man, that's my thing, man. Like, and trust me, I'm a gun guy, man. If you see me out in public, most times you see me, I probably got a little something on me. But you ain't gonna know unless you need to know. And I hope you never need to know. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and so
it ain't even just the gun thing. The joint at the security with the security guard at the mall, the joint in Colorado, like the thing with the 17-year-old kid with his entourage, but they found out that wasn't true. They said they shot the beam and they thought it was a gun on him. Like, it's just a culmination to just dumb stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, you could say, yeah, he a grown man. He gonna do what he wants to anyway. But where's people at, man?
His dad, like, he part of the entourage. His dad be chill.
Like, come on, man. I don't want to blame nobody else for another grown man mistake, but I'm just like, where your people? I know my people see me wilding. I'm gonna get a call. I'm gonna get a something, bro. You tripping?
Yeah, that's my people would never let me be stupid in peace. I might be stupid, but they won't let me do it in peace. I'm gonna hear about it from somebody. But I think you start getting that money, man, and you start selecting your people. You start selecting yes men. That's kind of.
But my thing, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, that like with the culture, man. I feel like, you know, as I get older, I feel like the culture is just so trash, man. It's so trash. It promotes stuff that's detrimental to us. You know, the be violent, you know, it's like the misplaced machismo. That's, you know, and that's not even really manly energy. That's really feminine energy. But, you know, I don't even want to get into that. But just the whole culture, man. I feel like when we started idolizing the criminal, and, you know, and the drug dealer became cool, it's downhill from there, man. You know, because back in the day, being a thug or a drug dealer, it was like a bad thing. You were a pariah. And
but like, you don't. If you smoke weed, you tried to hide it. It ain't cool to be like a pothead. It wasn't cool to be at school and hide and everybody know, be perked out, and you just rapping about it like it's the cool thing to do. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, you don't say how many people gotta die? How many people gotta go to jail? How many people gotta, you know, lose hella opportunities off of preventable stuff?
Yep.
All you gotta do is not do it. All you gotta do is shut up. All you gotta do is just chill out at some point. You can call it a mistake or whatever, but here's the thing with the younger and younger generations. At some point, you got to stop giving them grace for being young and say, "Oh, they're young and dumb." But how many young people aren't dumb? That's number one. Number two, how many examples do you have to have that happened before you for you to go, "Oh, Plaxico Burress had a gun in the club. It failed. It failed, and he shot himself and went to jail.
Career over.
Done. You know what I mean? How many people you got to see? What's the YSL? All that stuff. RICO case.
Rico.
So how you know them people here? I'm looking at y'all like them people you around. They really about that life doing stuff. So now you get caught in the RICO because they say RICO, you ain't got to be there, but you should have known. Because that's your man, right? That's your man that's be at every court side, right? Yeah, we got us. Hey, Judge, got us one.
Got him.
Yeah. And bro, you just saw a Nike. You're not just a Nike athlete. You're the new face of Nike. You got your own shoe.
Had your own shoe.
Hey, you see what they did to Kyrie?
And all he did was share a video.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. I'm saying, like, man, I ain't never gonna get no John Morant sneakers now, man. That's some bull.
Nah, nope, it's a wrap. Suspended indefinitely. So I don't know, man. It's that culture. That culture is
your daddy. He got all this to say before. He want to fight Shannon Sharp for doing all that. Why he quiet now? Say something now.
Now we all know he really didn't want to. He didn't want to fight Shannon Sharp. He didn't.
Man, Shannon Sharp would have mopped it.
He didn't want to do that, but yeah, I don't know his dad personally, so I don't know them people. But from the outside looking in, looks like he's just like he made it to the league, so he's like, I just kind of advocate my fatherhood shit. I'm part of the entourage. I'm having fun, but I don't know. Maybe he was saying something to me and wasn't listening. I don't know. Who knows? But I know that guy's a grown man. 24 is a grown man. I've seen. You know, us coming from military guys, man, I've seen grown men be younger than that and, and have responsibility, handle $1 million equipment and
stand up guys.
Yeah. So, so that whole he's young thing, not really trying to hear it because he's a grown man and he should know better. But, when you're young, you do dumb stuff. And but that's on him, man. That's on him. And hopefully he grows up, gets it together.
I want him to come back on the other side of this. When he get on the other side of this, is water under the bridge.
Yeah, because I love a good redemption story. Hopefully he can have a redemption story, and he can, and that can be a thing. But right now, you gotta hold this L, brother. You gotta hold this L because you messed up.
Perfect. So he come back next year. MVP. Ain't nobody gonna remember none of this.
Yeah, if he comes back and balls out, keeps his nose clean. When it comes to sports, success, balling on the court is the remedy for everything. Winning and balling out is the remedy for everything. Just make sure you stay out of trouble. Like look at John Jones. He was,
came back beating the brakes off of Buddy.
Yeah, so,
after 3 years.
Yeah, John Jones could beat everybody but cocaine, and I guess he finally beat cocaine and all that, steroids and stuff. And he came back, he's winning, and everybody's like, "Yay, John Jones!" So you can come back and redeem yourself. So there's always hope, there's always redemption. So I hope he gets that and learns a lesson, and don't be get out of this toxic culture because this culture, this is. Hip hop and gun shit is just not good. And I'm a hip hop head my whole life, but at some point you gotta look at it and see that the culture is trash. It's just trash. It's not good for us. So, and I hate to say it because I love the culture, but it's just not good. It's not good at all. All right. So, man, something else in the culture has been going on. Hold on. So somebody had a comment. The missing point is he'll come back, but for the average person, there is no comeback. You go to jail.
That is true. That's facts right there.
That's true as hell. Because
it's something I said. You might not agree with this, but the younger athletes is mainly I see it in basketball because you become the man in basketball. You're deemed the man, the next thing to cook. At such a young age,
that
you ain't really got no struggles or worrying about nothing from so young.
You start to feel socially invincible.
Yeah, I like that. Socially invincible. I'm gonna pick on Ben Simmons for a second. At LSU, he couldn't even win Player of the Year because he ain't had a GPA.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I'm going to the league anyway. What I got to do? But now I bring that full circle to say. They're seeing they're the man so young that when they get to the NBA, everybody else is on their level and they get a little bit of adversity, little bit of struggle, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Because they never had to.
Yep.
Mom and daddy coach was always there. Nah, he good. Here go your shoes. Oh, nah, he good. Yep. He getting this for free. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not into AAU basketball like that or whatever. I know we're going off tangent a little bit.
All right, so this is what we do.
but those even the private schools with the super teams, what that mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, I remember coming up middle school, 7th, 8th grade, and I remember seeing I forgot what year it was. The high school was in Dudley, and they were ranked like number 12 in the nation. but they were the only public school on that list or something crazy like that. Or I remember hearing and seeing. But like, it don't. What that mean? You can pay to assemble a team. Now you the number one team in the nation. Can them boys really play? How many of that whole ranking stuff don't mean nothing to me? Cause you look at all them cats that are ranked. How many of them actually paying out?
Yeah, it's true. It's a long list of guys who never heard of.
For every I'm trying to think of somebody that was like the top. For every LeBron, you got a what's my man Omar Cook. You ain't never heard of him after.
I remember. Oh yeah, whatever happened?
You know what I'm saying? For every Carmelo, you got, you know what I mean? Have the cats on the N1 mixtape tour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I could have made it, bro. No, you couldn't.
Nah.
Stop. Sit down.
Nah, not at all. Yeah.
You're either too small, too dumb, or too lazy. One of them three things.
Yeah, but that was a good point from the Facebook user there, though. Yeah, because a lot of the average person, man, they go to jail, and their redemption is you're a felon.
If I would have did it, if me and you would have did exact all them events that John Morant did consecutively, we wouldn't be talking right now. We would be behind the cell.
Yeah, and then you in the system, you're a felon. If you can't play ball and you're a felon, you just out here, you know, you better hope you got a good mind on you. You can start a business or something somehow.
For sure.
Some way, and, you know, but it's tough. It's going to be real hard on you. Yeah. Yeah, man. So going a little bit different direction. All right. So, you know, we're hitting some sports up. We talked about this the other night briefly, a little bit, but you know, you on a roll, you get your take on this. You know, everybody's talking about, I don't know if it's my algorithm or what's going on, but I logged in today and everybody's still talking about these guys, man. You know, the Will Smith and Chris Rock. He had a special. Did y'all listen to the special that they had, the Chris Rock joint?
I saw some of it, just because, you know, it's out there.
Yeah.
Can I preface this? Anything I'm about to say, I'm prefacing this right now, right? I'm not a Chris Rock fan to begin with. I think he's corny. Yeah, I'm gonna say that from the jump.
You know what's crazy though? For him to be a legend, like they say, and everything, like everybody who I've heard speak about him has been like they're not a Chris Rock fan. So who is a Chris Rock fan? Is he a manufactured comedy legend or something? Because everybody,
because he's been there for so long.
Yeah. So
I give him credit for having longevity, and I give him credit for Everybody Hates Chris. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah, see, I think that's the one that was something that everybody can kind of agree on. That was dope. Everybody Hates Chris was good.
But I'm like, I've just never thought he was funny to me.
Yeah, when I listen to his stand-up, I'm like, you know, like I'm not like falling asleep, but he says clever, smart stuff. But I don't be like, I never laugh. I'm like, I don't be like, oh shit, oh boy, you're a fool. Oh nah, I'm just like, okay. I'll be just looking like, okay, all right.
Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? But
I don't know. So I know the in the special, you know, he talked about Will. He called his wife a bitch, and he talked about, you know, he joked about the entanglement stuff and said the slap hurt. You know, all of that. You know, but do you think Chris Rock was a victim, or do you think?
I think he's a cornball. Let's get this squared away. And I'm not even talking about that. Okay. I don't like him. That whole, it was, first of all, it was not fun. It was corny. That's one. You waited a year later to do it. That's two. Where was all that energy in the moment? You know what I mean? Three. So going back and forth with I told you earlier, going back and forth with what's his name? Spank Horton from the Plastic Cup Boys on Twitter. He's like, oh, you just don't understand comedy. That's how it took him that long a time to get his set together. I'm like, cool. I do understand. I don't care about it, but I understand it. But I'm like, as a man, I ain't looking at it from an entertainment factor. I'm looking at it as a man. As a man, after a year, if I ain't got my get back, it's done.
Yeah.
What's the point of saying something now? But then for him to go in like he did, and then that be funny. Like Marlon Wayans' joke was funnier than that.
Yeah, but Marlon Wayans he's funny. He's a little funny. I laugh at Marlon Wayans.
But they said his special, I forgot the name of something. That's what he was talking about pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
It was funny. So if you're gonna wait, okay. If you're gonna wait there, yeah, okay, boom. If it was funny, I'd be like, that was still what'd you wait so long? But I'm like, it wasn't funny. The bit he's talking about. Two, you would like if I slapped you right now if you don't get your get back in the you gonna wait a year?
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, man. And then you gonna talk about the same stuff you already got slapped. So if Will walk up to you and slap you again, what you gonna do then? I told you the first time.
Yeah.
Even though we know he's not gonna do that, I'm just saying, like, bro.
Yeah, I think he did what he's supposed to do. He cashed in, right? So,
hey, we talk about money move. Yeah, it was a money move. Let's call it that.
Yeah. So you get slapped. You know, when it first happened, you know, I guess he actually felt the way about it. He didn't respond to the calls, whatnot. And then the money opportunity came. He was like, okay, time to cash in. We got what, 20 mil for that? 20 mil?
Hey, yeah, it was innovative. The live comedy special type of situation. That was cool.
I'll let Will slap me. He get a good hey, right here. 20 mil. Hey, I take that. I take that to the bank. I don't think he's a victim.
Nah, he ain't no victim. Like, come on, get out of here.
And then I saw in some circles where they were like, there was some women mad because he said he called Jada out a name, you know. But you know, those people, again, selective outrage. A lot of those women, a lot of those people I see like that who will be like, he called that queen out her name, but they'll be in the club shaking their ass, and the person singing will be calling them a bitch. They won't say nothing. Yeah.
You want to talk about me? That now, here's how you know I was thinking of a joke. That he got a joke about that. Like women talk about, he want to talk about me? Stop with it. Like if you I what's that on Bigger and Different, but that one of them comedy specials he got, he had a joke like that. Like same exact thing. So I listened to him, I just never thought he was funny.
Right.
Or that funny. Let me put it, I don't want to be that guy. I ain't never think he was that funny.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's and honestly, I don't care about those people like that. I talk about them because I got a podcast, but I don't care about those people. The people really get excited and emotional about Will Smith and Jada and Chris Rock. I think y'all are weirdos. If you really get emotional,
or anybody you don't even know in real life like that, more so than people you actually do know in real life.
Yeah, people be online, man. People be wilding out. They been like, I used to always like had a rule, never look at the comments. But sometimes I go ahead and peep at them, man. People be going in. They be just going off on each other over.
You be getting on me so I'll put these vague comments and you'll say something like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, who are you talking about? What? It's like half the conversation. Like, what happened, bro? I be want to see the whole context. Like, what's happening?
I remember that. Like, who I be talking about, they know I'm talking about them.
Man,
and sometimes when you know what I'm saying, you like, I got time today. I got your ass today.
Yeah. But social media, it can be therapeutic. People, you can go ahead and get your little thoughts out. I know for a while, I should jump on there and mess with like the racist people on there. I used to have fun doing.
Man, I ain't got time for that, bro. You better than me.
And that's what everybody was like, you're crazy. It was a hobby for then I got bored with it. I once I even joined a group. I joined the it was like
you talking about like the Black Klansman type of stuff?
Yeah, it was years ago. I joined a group and I was jumping there and I would just mess with people, and they finally they got hip to it and kicked me out of the group. But it was I jump in there and I'd be like,
that's low key funny though.
It was like it was like proud to be white group or something, and I joined it. Never showed my picture, and I would just be like, I'll post like Black History Month, Juneteenth, and just trigger people. They would just go nuts. And I'll just read the comments and laugh because I was like, well, these people are really mad. But then it got old and I kind of got out of that.
How long that last?
Maybe about 3 or 4 months. And then I was like,
I thought you were gonna say like 3-4 days.
Nah, well, I wouldn't do it every day. It's just every now and then when I got bored, I jump.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it have you ever get bored? Hey, don't knock it till you try. Jump on one of those and hit them with some hit one of those racist boards and drop some Black Lives Matter and watch them.
I be thinking like that. I could, but I'd be the one being there too daggone much. Then got caught first day.
Nah, eventually they did kick me out. They kicked me out of it. Eventually, I think somebody clicked on my profile and actually dug into it and saw, oh no, you gotta get out of here. We gotta.
He's not one of us.
As the kids say, you gotta opt in here. You're an op. So yeah, I don't know, man. So, one other thing we've seen in the news, man. It's getting to be vacation season, and them folks in Mexico, man. What's up with them? They killing the black folks in Mexico, and
bro, man.
So
like I asked you before, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think there's more to it than what's put out in the story. I don't know. Somebody's getting a BBL or some kind
of. So it's 3 dudes and a girl, right?
Yeah, and then the part of Mexico that they're in is not a place you would accidentally like just go to and stay there and be there. It's like a cartel area where they doing human trafficking. I don't know. Something ain't right. It's something. It sounds.
Did they drive from South Carolina to Mexico?
That I don't know. That I think they did drive. It sounded kind of Breaking Badish, man. I don't know.
Sound like a drug deal going wrong to me.
Sounds like some Breaking Bad / Wire / Nip Tuck stuff going on. I don't know. Like, and then. The whole BBL in Mexico thing, that's weirdo shit to me too. Like, why? But I guess women,
Man, I know I'm about to go off on another tangent on this again. How would you feel you on a plane? Because, they got to sit backwards in the chair when they get their BBL on the plane. And you sitting there, you got one sitting beside you, butt all in your face, and another one on the other side staring you in the face the whole time. I'm like, hey, man, y'all got to move my seat, dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Facebook. I was about to mention this Facebook user. Yeah. So, well, one, to your question, I hope to never have that situation where asses are in my face from BBLs. That sounds like a nightmare or some kind of mushroom trip. But to your comment, Facebook user, yeah. So I was going to mention that. So, like today, this morning, I saw. The cartels actually like turned the guys in. I don't know, did they kill them or did they just tie them up?
Or did they turn them in?
But they
turned like 5 of them
and apologized and said that this wasn't what they meant to happen. Because that cartel is pretty smart down there. Like they don't want that smoke, man. They don't want they want to smuggle drugs and avocados in peace. And not have international pressure on them. So they did apologize, but I don't know. I don't know. My tin hat kind of pops on when I see that kind of stuff.
It still don't mean it wasn't what it was.
Yeah. So he said, I don't know. Thought they just turned them in.
They don't want no more smoke.
Yeah, they're pretty smart politically, man. They're trying to. It's almost like a civil war in some parts of Mexico. Like they want to be part of the government, and they want like pull. Like they trying to get out of that. Just they not gang banging. They got tanks and armies and units and battalions of guys. Man, it's crazy. I was reading about that. Man, it's crazy down there. But other than that, though, man, the tourist areas you're gonna be safe in Mexico. Because they don't want to bother that. They're not looking to kill, just regular Joe Blows on purpose. So, get your passport, travel, but hey, you better read the news, man. You better read the news, look at the news, and know what's going on in the world a little bit. Because you know how Americans be, man. We be so like worried about America, and we don't know what's going on in the world. And then we go travel, and you know, you better know the ledge, man. Like those guys, there's some guys I read about. They went to Colombia, and they were going to, you know, find some women. They're like, hey, I'm going to Colombia, find some women. And they ain't read about what happens, you know. Some of those women set you up. They was getting set up, and you know, I think one guy got killed. I read a story about, you know. Now, if you read ahead of time, you might want to you know about some of those things. So be careful out here, y'all. Be careful when y'all traveling. All right, but I do advocate getting your passport and traveling. You know,
sure.
I'm trying to do more of that myself these days. You know, I'm trying to get my travel back on. You know, my travel earlier was forced travel, you know, via Uncle Sam. But you know, but yeah. So get out there and travel, do your thing. It's okay. Shit, America ain't safe half the time. Shit, I mean, mass shootings we got this year.
Yeah, sure.
We got mass shootings and all kind of foolishness in America too. So no place is perfect. So you know, because I hear people say, I am not leaving America because it's just, you know, it's the safest, best place in the world to be. Cap. It's not really true. All right, there's places you can go to have fun and chill out and experience. All right. I don't know, man. So, man, we've been shooting the breeze for a little minute, man. Anything else going on?
Man, I've been so busy trying to new job and trying to learn about these rental properties and stuff like that. I ain't been paying attention to as much as I used to.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of things that was on my mind tonight, man. So, man, you guys, man, make sure you guys hit up the Experience YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. We got a bunch of videos on there. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to that thing. All right. We still got the Good Guy Experience Facebook page jumping up. We got Spotify. You know, we got Spotify. We're on there. So, man, check us out, man. We just out here, man, having good conversations. It's always respectful, you know, not too dramatic. But I know people like that. But it's good to have some good.
Say the Breakfast Club.
Some good civil conversation every now and then, you know. So if you want some drama, you know, then go in, you know, y'all go and start logging in, and y'all can bring your drama if you want. And you get too crazy, I'm gonna kick your ass out though. All right. Hey, yo, so man, so we hit you guys up next time, man. Hey, any last words, Willis?
Hey, man, live life, have fun, be good.
All right, live life, have fun, be good. That sounds good to me. Hey, same thing here. Just like under my name says, positive vibes, man. The way you treat people, I believe it comes back to you. So I try to treat them good so I get something good coming back. All right. So, hey, you've just been a part of the experience. Where the experience is always good. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.